What's up guys, FM Campbell here and welcome to episode number 15 of the Aston Villa series. Just before getting into the video, I just want to make sure you guys get your comments in below. Let me know what you want me to cover in future episodes. I am seeing your comments, but I always reply to your comments. Feel free to like the video if you do enjoy it, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you do enjoy the episode and you want to continue this seeing this sort of content. So episode number 15, a huge month for Aston Villa. I'm talking massive. I'll get into it very quickly as to why. Just want to let you know obviously how we've got on since we left you. We left you after the Middlesbrough game. We had the Werder Bremen game where we drew 0-0 away at I think it's the Weser Stadion. Weser Stadion I think they play at. Oh yeah, so it's there. So yeah, 0-0, so no goals at all. So we still haven't conceded in the Europa League at this point. And then just a single point. Then we drew 1-1 by Man United and continued this really long stretch, as you can see, without a loss. Drew 1-1. Maura Icardi got a 43rd minute penalty. Both the goals come in the first half, so a single point in the league. We then went back to winning ways against West Brom and beat them 3-1. Our big rivals, Maura Icardi with 2, really looking like he's a great signing for us. He's scored so many goals already. And then Lucas Romero, the legend, in the 66th minute with a 3rd. And then Brown Adeye's got a sort of a consolation goal in the 82nd minute. So nice, comfortable 3 points against our rivals. We then finally conceded a goal in the Europa League. We beat Randers FC 2-1 in Group A. John Guidetti with a goal and Dorian Rotary with a goal. We did play our second string team, although some subs were made. And then Paulo Sergio scored for Randers FC. This is where it leaves us in the Europa League, as soon as it comes up, and we've actually qualified. Great news, we've qualified very comfortably. If we can win our next game, we actually finish top of the group, so hopefully we'll get a nice draw in the next window. In the next draw, obviously, with the Champions League clubs joining soon as well. So one game left for that. We have qualified, so that's huge news. We've already beat our target, as our target was just to reach the group stage, which we've already done. We now potentially getting past the group stage, top of our group, if we can beat Rubin Kazan. So yeah, we've got some tough games coming up though. We've got Liverpool in the league away, Tottenham in the league away, Southampton at home and Rubin Kazan. So yeah, been very tough. Well, it will be very tough. This is how it leaves in the league. We're now sat in 8th place after the draw. Obviously the draw with Man United. We did have teams that had games in hand on us. Yeah, draw with Man United. So we're sat in 8th place. We're only 4 points off 4th. Realistically, we're looking at Europa League football as a target again next season. But at the moment, it's just probably going to be a Europa League that we target for. If we can push for top 4, we will try to do so, obviously, but it's going to be tough. There's a long way to go throughout the season as of yet. We do have a game in hand on City and Tottenham, though, so hopefully we can get back up to 6th place. But we'll see how we go. In regards to the stats, someone asked me a question on Twitter to let them know how things were going on in regards to the records in the top 5s throughout the season. So at this point, average rating, Eden Hazard with an 8.03, Balotelli in second with a 7.91. With games won, obviously it's going to be the Chelsea players because they won the most. Games lost, mostly Hull players because they lost the most. Appearances, Scott Parker is highest, along with Tim Krul, Leroy Fer and Colaccini, all with 13. Goals, our top scorer is currently Balotelli. Level is Lukaku, so Liverpool-Everton rivalry also in the top goal scorers. We've got Aguero with 11. Aguero with 11, Giroud with 10, and Costa also equal with 10. Assists, we've got Juan Mata with 7, equal with Hazard and Baines, and we've got Taarabt and Costa both on 6. Shots on target ratio, Oxlade-Chamberlain is edging it at the minute with 68%, ahead of Diafra Sakho, so you can see the rest. But yeah, you can kind of get the idea. We are appearing on red cards. Gaston Romero has 1, and conceded, Scuffet is in 5th place, with the least conceded, is only conceded 11. Then key passes, obviously the king, that is Mauro Verratti. What a signing, absolutely love him. But we'll go into why it's a huge month for us. So because of the finances being in such a healthy position, that they've sort of turned around since we've had the owners come in place, they basically turned around to us and said, right, we're going to make some transfer funds available after improvement in the club's finances. And they gave us £31 million in the kitty. 31. It's crazy. Well, it says 30.27 there, but some of it obviously was wages as well. But yeah, absolutely mental. So I was like, I obviously sat there. It's come up. I've continued, and it's come up that they're making funds available. I'm thinking, oh right, it's probably like 1 million, 2 million. This will be good. It will help out with a couple of things that I'll get into in a second. And they went, oh, by the way, 31 million, as you do. So I think it's quite clear that we possibly have some backroom or foreground, sugar daddies. That's my hope. I hope they keep investing in this in the future. So yeah, that'd be huge. I know a lot of people were in the comment section previously saying, oh, how good would it be if the owners get a little bit of money, how it'll be so entertaining. So I hope this is entertaining. I hope it becomes entertaining. I'm going to try and be wise with the finances, as I always am, and as you've probably seen in previous series, that one thing I tend to do if it's not performances, I do tend to do quite well with the finances. I do tend to, whatever club I go to, kind of transform things. Well, that's how it's gone so far. Touch wood, this continues. So yeah, the board confidence update as well. They're very pleased with the run of our club. Projected to make a profit of 123 million throughout the season. Our balance is currently at 59 million, projected to be 64. We had some clauses, the Jumar clause. We sold Jumar. Obviously, he was the guy that needed a work permit that we had to let go for reasonably cheap, because unfortunately he just would not get off the books and would not go out on loan. So we sold that for 129k, so we made a little bit more money there. We made some mutual terminations on some of our staff, and we made some new staff and additions, which I mentioned in the previous episode, because obviously I was trying to get some more staff in. We had our scout count increased to 10 from 8 in previous episodes, but I couldn't afford to actually approach any staff, or the staff that I wanted, I couldn't afford their release clauses from the clubs that they were currently at. So yeah, we've actually mutual terminated our goalkeeping coach. Both of them is Terry Geno and Ludek Miklosko. Both of them were mutually terminated, and we brought in Vic Bettinelli as this guy here. He's 20 at goalkeeper, he's a very, very good all-round goalkeeper. And we also brought in our other goalkeeper coach, Carlos Pracadelli, again 20 at goalkeepers, again all-round very, very good. So we've got 2 world-class goalkeeping coaches now. Gordon Cowans, our under-21 manager, was leaving at the end of the season, but we decided to let him go early doors. We then brought in Frankie Bunn, who's now our under-21s manager. Good tactical knowledge, good ability and potential scouting. Man management is good. Working with youngsters is obviously good as well. And motivating is pretty much there. Discipline, not too concerned about, because the players will have to come to me about it. But yeah, so he's a very, very good under-21s manager. I think he come from where did he come from? Oh, that's his career stats. Where did he actually? I think he come from, I want to say Huddersfield. I don't know why it's not telling me where he's come from. Achievements, maybe? Yeah, Huddersfield. Oh, there's the Lynx FC badge from the World Network game. You have to excuse that, but I'm a little bit lazy and I can't bother to turn it around all the images every single time. Anyway, so yeah, he obviously left, and then he obviously left. Frankie Bunn obviously come in as the under-21s manager. Who else we got? Ben Petty was the under-18s assistant manager. I don't think Tony McAndrew needs an assistant manager, so I just got rid of him. Who else have we got? Alan Smith, the head physio, was mutually terminated, and Nick Worth then stood up from his current just physio role, and he's now our head physio. He was already with the club, and we just sort of gave him a a promotion, so he'll be happy. His family probably happy as well. So shouts to the Worth family, with Aston Villa supporting families worldwide. Then Fevra signed as a physio. I did want him as a head physio, but I decided before Nick Worth's came through, then obviously Fevra's had to be cancelled, so we had to then throw a little bit of extra money at Fevra to get him as a normal physio. But I would have preferred to have Fevra as the head physio, but it wasn't to be. But I couldn't let Fevra go and not sign him as a physio. Beto also signed as a physio, 20 on physiotherapy, very, very good. Man management's good, and yeah, so happy with that. Who else have we got that I've got written down here? Paul Rastrick come in as an under-18s physio, apparently. Is it under-18s physio? Where are you? So I'm just reading my notes. Have I scrolled too far and rest? Oh, sorry, no. Paul Rastrick was mutually terminated. He was already with the club. That's why that was hard to find. Wilkman was actually out of contract, and I actually he was out of contract at the end of the season, so we terminated him. He was our chief scout, and he was rubbish. He was really poor. And Newton Motta, he come in. He's the best scout that was available to us, so he can become our chief scout, which was good. Who else did we sign? Obviously, yeah, Newton Motta come in as chief scout. O'Hare was also a scout. He was sacked. The new scouts that we brought in was Giuseppe Constanzo, 16 and 18 ability and potential. Who else? Priroworski, a German scout, 17 and 17. We then had... was that it? Yeah, I think that was it. We then had a new under-18s attacking coach, which is Jason Fowler. Has he gone? Or has he come? I think he's on his way in at the moment. I'm pretty sure he's on his way in at the moment, Jason Fowler. Anyway, yeah, so... then we had Mark Chamberlain as our under-18s ball control coach. So he's good working with youngsters. Technical is good as well. This guy was from Portsmouth. Bobby Mims joined as our ball control coach as well. Technical is 17. And working with youngsters is 19 as well, which is always a bonus. So he come in as our ball control coach. Pincolini signed as a fitness coach. Where are you? Where's our fitness coaches? Here he is. Pincolini come in. Fitness is 20. Man management is 16. Physiotherapy is 18. Motivating 15 as well. And determination is 16. Very good fitness coach. Flavio Tanajura came in as our defensive coach. Defending of 19 and working with youngsters 18 is the highest ones. Man management is good. All round not too bad at all. Then we had Bergami and Fratti no longer needed. Bergamo, where have I got that? I've written that down. I don't know why. I can't remember. If it comes to me, I will. Joel Untersea is a guy that I previously mentioned. It was available on a free in other episodes. Teams come in for him, and we actually decided to get him early doors, and then he went straight out on loan for a month to Leighton. I think it's a month to Leighton Orient. Expires. Oh no, 3 months. He went on loan 3 months. That's good. So his wages are being covered. So that was a nice, easy one. And his value is already 600k. So could be a little bit of potential money maker, which is good. Yeah, straight on loan to Leighton Orient. Lloyd Isgrove signed on a free next. Where do we have him? Here he is, also already gone out on loan. 22 years old, signed on a free, 950k in value, so we'll hopefully make some money on him. Previously played for Southampton, and he's gone straight on loan to Bolton. All of his wages being paid, and again, it's only a 3-month deal. Ismael Gonçalves. Ismael Gonçalves, he's signed on a free as well. 24 years old, Portuguese striker, 1.8 million already in value. He's listed for loan. We haven't managed to get him out as of yet, so hopefully when January comes around, some teams will come in for him. He doesn't look like too bad of a player. Nowhere near the level that we're aiming for, but for some lower clubs, it'll be great for him. And then hopefully we can make some money on him. Marco Frediani also joined on a free. His value is 950k. 21 years old. This actually guy's got a little bit of potential as well. Could be a decent player. Very, very cheap on the wages. 21 years old, as I said. Currently on loan. Hasn't gone out on loan as of yet. Left winger, but is very versatile across the front three. So yeah, hopefully someone gets him in soon, gets the wages covered, if not in January, and then we can obviously sell him in the future. We've qualified for the first knockout round of the Europa League, as I said. Vaclav Pilar also signed for us. Sorry, not signed, is signing on. So yeah, he did sign for. I'm sure he did. Pilar. Where is he? Vaclav Pilar. Is he in our first team and I haven't moved him yet? Yeah, he is. But look at this, 8.25 million already his value. So could be a really, really good deal. He's currently injured though for 3 to 6 weeks. So January, if we can loan him out, probably get between 5 and 10 million for him whenever we decide to sell him. Left winger, he has got a problem with injuries. It doesn't say it there, but apparently he has got a problem with injuries. That's what the scouts think anyway. So this guy could be a really, really good money maker. Only 18 grand. So fingers crossed someone loans him in January. Then the end of the season, if we can sell him for sort of between 5 and 10 mil, a really, really good turnover. Christian Trash is due to go through on the 1st of January, which is this guy here. Yeah, join on the 1st of the 1st. I'm not too sure. I think we just missed the free transfer window. He's a right back. He's coming in quite cheap. He does look really, really good. Some of his stats, teamwork and work rate, really, really high. Tackling's good. Natural fitness, determination, stamina are good. A little bit concerned about that aggression in regards to yellow cards and fouls and stuff. Very, very versatile. Sign him on a free. I think he's on like silly, like cheap wages. So hopefully we can loan him out as soon as he joins in January. We can make some money in the future, but looks like a really, really good potential moneymaker. So this little bit of influx of 31 million. Obviously, we haven't really been able to do much more than that as of yet because the transfer window is not open. As simple as that. So we'll have a look at the transfer window, see who's currently transfer listed / realistic. People to add to note. John Obi Mikel's now on there from Chelsea, but his wages will probably be too high. Lucas Silva from Real Madrid. According to our scouts, though, he would probably fail to gain a work permit, and his wages are quite high. So I'd be a little bit annoyed if I signed him, didn't get a work permit, tried to loan him out, and then he didn't leave, and he was costing me sort of 50 grand a week just to sort of sit there and not being able to play. Bastos is now on there. Glenn Johnson. Who else is there? Mayor Yoshida. Trying to think of people that weren't on there in the first place. Valencia's still there. Lucas Leiva's still there. Ryan Mason's still there. Fabio Contral's still there. Shin Wooker's still there from previous episodes. De Guzman. So yeah, it's very, very slim, but hopefully more people will obviously get added on there when we hit January. But a huge month for Villa. That little influx in money could really help us. We are looking for a backup right back because Matt Lowton isn't good enough. Simple as that. Might look to long term replace Enrique as backup left back. See what happens there. Akore and Munoz is becoming a bit of an issue. He's not performing very well. He's got a slight concern, moan about first team football every now and then, which he was in the previous episode, hasn't played since then. So I know we've only just signed him, but how much did we sign him for? 4.1 million, what's his value? 7 million. So if we could make 10 mil on him, I'd probably be willing to let him go, but only if we can find a decent enough central defender replacement. Victor Obinna is currently on trial with us. You may remember this guy. He's played for West Ham, I think. Yeah, he has. Played for West Ham previously on loan from Malaga. Then left to Lokomotiv Moscow on a free. Played there for a couple of years. Might sign him, see if we can get his value, a decent value in for him, and then potentially sell him towards the end of the season. But yeah, so huge month for Aston Villa. That little bit of money could be huge, especially with a great time of it just before January, and we can continue to invest in the club. If you've got any suggestions of players you think I should look at, let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, things are looking good for Aston Villa. Feel free to leave a like on the video, feel free to check out the other content, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want to. I'm not going to force you. I'm not going to come to your house and force you to click the button. It's completely up to you. Thank you very much for watching the episode. Thank you very much for all the feedback that we're getting on the Villa series. People are really enjoying it. Like I said, the other series, we've got the World Network game and the York save that's going on as well. But yeah, I'll see you guys in what will be episode number 16. Peace.